Alright, so the current discount to remove CTPs from your characters, I had a lot of people hitting me up on Discord. I had an overwhelming amount of people hitting me up asking for my thoughts on who they should give what CTPs to, who they should remove CTPs off of if they're no longer worthy. And because of that, today we're going to be doing an updated CTP guide for the month of May. And as you can see, your boy's over here making changes because previously I was running Jean Grey with a mighty CTP of Rage, and she was absolutely delightful for Giant Boss Raid, World Boss Legend, and of course Alliance Battle. But I want to be toxic, so I decided to swap her over to a brilliant refinement to make her almost unkillable. And she's not the only change I made to my roster, man. I gave the boy Carnage one of them too. So I'm gonna give y'all the sauce, man. Now keep in mind that this CTP guide is gonna be based on my own experiences, whether it's me fighting these characters and having a hard time killing them, so I know which CTPs make them almost unkillable or make them really annoying to deal with, or me using them with certain CTPs and finding great success with them. Now the first thing you're gonna notice about this tier list is I don't have a lot of characters that can't go to level 80 on here, for the simple fact that where we are right now, we're getting minimum 2 tier 4s per month, so you should primarily be giving your CTPs to those characters. You're also going to notice repeat characters on here like Thanos, Jean Grey, Adam Warlock, etc., because they can work with multiple different CTPs. So I wanted to give you their first best option, their second best options, their PvP option, their PvE options, so you can play around with them however you want. Now for Thanos, this is a seasonal uniform, so if you didn't pick it up, you won't be able to pick it up. But what I have to say about the seasonal uniform is also true to a lesser extent about the obsidian armor. So Thanos, his best CTP for PvP from what I've seen is the authority. However, the regeneration comes really close, and then obviously for PvE we're gonna go with a rage on Thanos. That is currently what I am running. Another person that I kind of want to try out with a brilliant egg is also the Hulk, but for now Hulk's best CTP is the regeneration. But truthfully speaking, because Hulk scales off his HP, I honestly believe that the refinement would work so well with him. So even though I haven't fought many people using him with refinement, I'm gonna put him here. And if you have a brilliant egg, try him out with it and let me know in the comments, because Black Friday, I think I'm gonna go for one and put it on this guy, man. Let me just say this, refinement, if you see M, it has to be reforged, okay? It means mighty or nothing, okay? Because the base refinement is trash, the base destruction is trash, the base greed is trash. Base energy is good, base judgment is good, base insight is good, base authority is mediocre, so you want to get the mighty at least. Base rage is good though. Moving on, Jean Grey can work with so many different CTPs, but if you want to try and counter other people's Jean Grey, or if you want to have the best of both worlds, the greed is the best way to go. However, if you want to be King Toxic, you go with what I went with. If you want to be the master of PvE, then you want to go with the rage. And I'm gonna fly through this really quickly. I'm gonna start with the inside category actually, that way we don't have to keep scrolling up. So we're gonna put Shuri here, Cyclops here, we're gonna put Polaris here, we'll structure it after. We have to put Beta Ray here because Thor is really relevant right now. Ebony Maw, Nick Fury, Riri, Black Cat, Morgan Le Fay, the Wasp is back in the meta now, Colossus, Taskmaster, Proxima, Wave, Mystique, White Fox, Ghost Panther. So most valuable to least valuable, I think it would look something like this. I think we're gonna have to put Nick Fury at the very back here. Now do keep in mind that Nick Fury, with Secret Wars coming up, he is probably going to be getting either a Transcendent skill or a tier 3. And if you're wondering who I picked up on my free-to-play account, I actually picked up Nick Fury from the premium tier 2 selector instead of buying him for 2,500 crystals, because that could get me 3 uniforms at a 50% discount. Moving on, we're going to put Destroyer in the mighty refinement category, the perfect energy pylon. Even though I see a lot of people try to run Cersei with authority, I find that she works best with destruction, especially in the otherworld arena, because when she revives it and she pops her awaken skill, you want to make sure you can penetrate everything, and that's exactly what's going to happen with the destruction. Speaking of destruction, the best characters for your CTP of destruction for otherworld battle and alliance conquest are the warriors of the sky. Then we got people like Hela, Corvus Glaive, Brave, Heimdall, and Falcon. Falcon is actually pretty decent with the destruction. Obviously, since Blue Dragon is a tier 4 character, if you want to give her the most DPS possible for PvE content, I would go with a Judgment. Shadow Shell is one of those characters that can actually do really well with an energy, and since she's an ABX character, most people give her a CTP of Rage. These days, not too many characters use a CTP of energy, but these are the ones that I personally think still actually do really well with it. I see a lot of people still running Ancient One with an Insight. That is a bad choice. You want to definitely go with Authority for her. She puts in work, okay? Perfect counter for Jean Grey. While we're on the subject of Authority, Spider-Man with Steel, man. Spider-Man does so well with these 3 CTPs. I honestly cannot decide which of these 3 are currently the best for him, because Spider-Man's damage is absolutely beyond belief in Otherworld Arena. All he needs is a little bit of survivability, and these 3 CTPs offers him just that. I just cannot put my finger on which one is the best right now. Black Dwarf, another one of the characters in the game that actually perform well with the egg. Same goes for Mr. Sinister. Actually, he does really well with the extra healing. Let me go ahead and fill in the greed category right here with Makari, Magic, and my boy Carnage. I had so much fun playing this guy with a mighty greed, but I absolutely could not resist the urge to try him with the brilliant egg, and the egg is where it's at, boys. Trust me when I say, if you want to see Carnage actually pop off in PvP, go ahead and slap an egg on this boy, man, and you're gonna see something truly toxic. And put him together with Jean Grey in Otherworld Arena, I'm gonna have to say the best CTP for Carnage, probably the egg, man. I don't know. Magneto, I would say probably like that. Quicksilver, Greed, I would say Magic is better than these two because of her artifact. I don't know why I have old Scarlet Witch here, because realistically we should be using new Scarlet Witch. Star-Lord, honestly, I debated even putting this guy on the list because of the fact that his survivability is so bad until you get into tier 4, as opposed to other level 80 characters. They have decent enough survivability to hold their own at level 80, but he's strong with the rage, so you could give him one, I guess. I'm definitely gonna have to put Captain America above Star-Lord because his survivability is way better and his damage is probably right around the same area. Storm being an elemental character, obviously you can use her with a Judgment or you can use her with a Rage. The Rage is gonna be better. And we got Black Widow right around here. We go right about here behind Spider-Man. Now, as for Sentry, this guy is slowly falling off being worthy of a CTP, but I still think for those of you guys who play Alliance Conquest, he's right around the same level as Quicksilver, so I realistically could not leave him off this. Anyways, moving on, we got Professor X with the Judgment there, She-Hulk with the Rage for ABX, and we got Thor with the Rage. Now, I could put Thor with a Judgment just like I did with Storm, but his performance with a Judgment comparatively to the Rage is just so much better with the Rage that I'm just not even gonna bother with that. Titania, I'm gonna go all the way to the back here because Titania and She-Hulk literally only give them CTPs of Rages for ABX. If you don't play ABX and ABL, then don't even bother. Then we got Logan. We're gonna put Logan right around here with Magic. I realistically can't put my finger on which one is better right now because they both have undead artifacts. Now, one character that's gonna surprise a lot of you guys is actually Toxin. He's gonna catch a lot of people slipping in Alliance Conquest with an Authority. He's actually really good, man. And we gotta put my guy Venom right around here. Definitely better than Star-Lord. They disrespected Star-Lord. I ain't gonna hold you. Cap, I have mine with a regeneration. I think he's better than Black Dwarf. And we got Black Bolt. We gotta put him right around there behind Thanos. And then we got Daredevil, still worthy of a CTP if you play Alliance Conquest. We gotta put Luke Cage in here, and we gotta put Luke Cage right there. I might test out Luke Cage in the next couple weeks with a mighty refinement and see how he performs with it, because it gives you super guard break immunity. So I want to see which one is better. Obviously, we got to put Gore right here. I tested Gore with Greed and the results, nah, definitely stick with Authority. Speaking of, Emma Frost, also tested her with Greed. Did not like it as much as I like Authority. Dr. Doom is still definitely worthy of one. I'll put him right around here with Emma Frost. Spider-Man definitely got to move up though. Silver Surfer with the Reflect, I would definitely put him around here. Kamala Khan, we got to throw in the CTP of energy category Tiger, she's still one of the strongest characters in the game with a CTP of energy for PvE content. Gilgamesh, we gotta put it right here. Then we got Ant-Man, energy again. Then we got Molecule Man, we gotta toss him in. Then we got Iron Man. Iron Man, even though he's falling off a little bit, I would still say that makes a lot of sense. Then we got Juggernaut just behind Luke Cage, maybe ahead by a little bit. I have to do some more testing. And then Drax, here's the thing, don't buy this uniform for Drax because Drax might be getting a new one, but I'll put him right around here. It's about the same level as these guys realistically. Then we got America Chavez, and then Maya Lopez with the Authority, and then we got to put my guy Agent Venom right around here. And then we got this guy right here, we got to put him, I would say, right about like that. So yeah guys, we're gonna wrap it up right here. These are the characters that I would give CTPs to. Like I said, this is just my personal opinion based on my testing. It's up to you what you want to do with your CTPs. There are 250 characters in the game, 254 to be exact, so you don't have to be limited to the handful of characters that I chose today, but these are just the ones that I think are the most deserving